There's a kind of magic in the ritual of playing vinyl, like drifting through sharp corners in a race car or leaning into a first kiss. Queuing up a record is a tactile, intimate act, one you feel as much as hear. Playing a record on Technics' new SL-1300G isn't just about music, it's about touching sound itself. To start the experience, you press the perfectly round on button. Then, select your speed from a row of rectangular options. Tap the large square Start-Stop button. Unclamp the tone arm. Use the Q lever to raise it gently. Now comes my favorite part, guiding the headshell's finger lift over the record. As the stylus drops into the groove, sound blooms to life, and with it, so does my pulse. This process never gets old. I've been doing it since 1956. At 75, with a personal estimate of over 34,000 record plays, my hands know every movement by heart. That's more than muscle memory. That's love. That's a lifetime relationship with vinyl and with Technics. From SL-1200 to SL-1300G, a legacy reborn. I've owned many Technics turntables over the years, most notably the iconic SL-1200, which I kept for over a decade. I reviewed the SL-1200G AE in 2016, and now I'm living with its latest sibling, the SL-1300G, $3,299. And if turntables could talk, this one would be asking to move in permanently. The SL-1300G is part of Technics' fourth generation lineup of direct drive turntables. This legacy dates back to 1970, when the first generation launched with the SP10 and SL-1100. The second generation introduced quartz-locked speed control, think SL-1200 Matcock 2, while the third, starting in 2016, brought in coreless motors and tighter tolerances. With the 1300G, Technics blends the best of their GR2 and G models, plus a bit of flagship magic from the SL-1000R. The result? A turntable that's as refined as it is powerful. Under the hood, motor magic. While I resisted the urge to disassemble the review unit, at Bill Voss's request, Sky-Fi Audio's Fernando Zaria did it for all of us in a spectacular 43-minute teardown video. His deep dive compares the internals of the SL-1300G, 1200GR2, and 1200G, component by component. What makes the 1300G special is its upgraded version of Technics' coreless direct drive motor, now featuring a 9-stator twin rotor design mounted on a reinforced double-sided PCB. This detail, borrowed from the SL-1000R, reduces micro vibrations and noise, improvements that become audible in playback. Technics SL-1300G, pros and cons. Pros, tactile and intimate experience. Offers a ritualistic and engaging way to listen to music. Refined and powerful, offers a balance of sophistication and performance. Stable head shell. The head shell remains snug and level even when tightened firmly. Cons, counterintuitive settings. The relationship between cartridge height and the arm height dial might not be immediately obvious. Price, at $3,299, it represents a significant investment. Tone arm talk, when setup gets serious. The SL-1300G's S-shaped aluminum tone arm is nearly identical to the one on the 1200GR2, except for a lowered vertical tracking angle, VTA, to accommodate shorter cartridges. Here's where it gets a little tricky. My go-to Nagaoka MP200 cartridge, 18.5mm tall, couldn't get the tone arm perfectly level at the lowest VTA setting.